What's up, everybody on the Resistance Band sub on Reddit? I hope you all had a wonderful Thanksgiving. And today I wanted to go over chest press using resistance bands, right? And the setup that I'm using right now. And I wanted to cover it for each band, right? To follow up from that post that I made. So I have a 32-inch band, a 34-inch band, and a 38-inch band. The first thing I want you to notice right now is the 32 and the 34-inch band are similar thickness, right? But the 38-inch band is much thicker, right? It's a much thicker band. It's a tougher band, right? And it doesn't have to be as wide because it's a thicker band. But don't let some of this fool you. These are all tough bands, right? So we're gonna set up here with a 28-inch bar and a 35-inch bar and show setups with modifications or just plain just how it works, right? To give you an idea of how we can perform a chest press with these bands here, all right? So I have a 32-inch band, series steel band here. This is the green band. I believe it's the number 4 band. We're gonna start with this one. I'm gonna put the band, oh yeah, by the way, sorry. I have a foot plate right here, and underneath my foot plate, I have 2 foam blocks. Now these are all from Harambe system. If you don't wanna use that equipment, you don't have to use that equipment, right? Just the core thing is a foot plate, 2 yoga blocks, right? Just 2 blocks underneath to give you a flat bench. You're gonna put the band right here underneath. Boom, boom, right? And for this, for a 32 and a 34, I'm gonna use a 28-inch bar. And we'll go ahead and attach the slings. You can use a sling or a carabiner, whichever feels more comfortable for you, right? If you got a hook bar, you can make a hook bar work, right? But I prefer the sling system. Okay, well, we're ready to go now. And so I'm gonna go ahead, lay flat back, bring the bar over to my chest, and then push. And I want you to notice something, right? The band can be kind of tangled. Just want to make sure the band's straightened out, not tangled up and everything. And I may have to adjust this real quick. Okay, cool. There we go. So now I'm going to bring the bar overhead, just like that. And when they say that these bands need some pre-stretch, like, yeah, some pre-stretch is good, but it's still, there's tension. The tension is kicking in right there. The tension is immediately right here, right? So go ahead and you feel this right in the chest. This is a chest press, right? By the time you hit the top of the rep, you feel your muscles. Right? So this is the 32-inch band right here, 28-inch bar. So it works. There's no issues right there. And if you want to give yourself a real challenge, just add another band on this one. Add the purple band, add the red band, add something if you really want that tension right out the gate to where as you're pushing, what feels like over 100 pounds, over 150 pounds, just add another band. You know what I mean? Just don't question it, right? So now, we're gonna take the Clinch Fitness orange band, right here. And this band is somewhere between the the Clinch Fitness orange band is somewhere between the Serious Steel green and the Serious Steel black. It's a heavy band, you know what I mean? It feels heavy. It feels like more than 100 pounds, especially as you get up to the top of that rep. So go ahead, same setup now. And what I'm using here for the swing system, or carabiner system, however you want to call it, right? It's a 4-inch distance from the band to the bar. Now I know that some people like to do clench carbon bar, which looks really cool. It gives you about a 6-inch distance from the band to the bar, right? So, you know, the feeling will be a little bit different. I have 2 more inches of starting tension if I was trying to get that chest press in, right? So something to keep in mind if you like the clench bar. So now this band, now though it's a 34-inch 34-inch band, a little bit longer than this one, the tension is still going to be right there. You get a little bit more room to just get the band overhead, but the tension is right here, right there, right? And here we go. Ooh, that's heavy actually. Hold on. Let me take a deep breath. And you feel that right in the pecs. Right, this band is not playing at all. Feel that one right there. Feel a little burn. Okay, now let's look at setups with a 38-inch band. Now, this band now is 6 inches longer than this one, 4 inches longer than this one. Let's see how it sets up with a 28-inch bar. Still all at a 4-inch distance from the band to the bar. Okay, so you get in starting position and bring the band over. And now the tension is all the way up here, which isn't necessarily a bad thing, right? But the lower that tension starts, the more muscle activation. So you feel some tension at the top of the rep, and it's heavy. But then it loses that tension right there in this whole space here. So what we're gonna do is make a couple of modifications to the setup. First things first is the bar has to change. The bar has to change from 28-inch to 35. Boom. Okay, so that part's there. Now the second thing that has to change is I need to create some more space up here, so that by the time the tension starts, it's closer to my chest. So what I'm gonna do is take a smaller foot plate and stack this right on top. Boom. Now, let's see how that starting position looks. So now, grab that bar, make sure we're all evened out, and bring it across. And now, from right here, the tension is right here now, right on that chest. So as soon as you start lifting up, that tension is, just taking off. So let's do it. Whew. Heavy. All right, well, I hope that helps. If you are looking at getting a set of bands or anything like that, you want to try different setups, hope this helps you out, all right? Peace.